Check, check, check. I think we're live. Let me check out my page here. One waiting. All right. Looks like we are. Yep. There I am. Okay. I can see and hear me. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the killer watch party of 2009, Friday the 13th. And my guest with me today is, well, it's you. Yes, I'm watching this alone, and I'm super stoked to see how this goes. So please keep me busy in the comments section. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. This is my favorite Friday the 13th movie. I know that's very divisive, but whatever. My opinion. I'm allowed to have it, and you're allowed to have yours. Let me know what yours is in the comment below. But I am ready to actually get this show on the road. So let's begin this movie in
my special kill for mother.
All right. Yes, Friday the 13th Killer Watch Party. I'm ready to go. I don't know if this is specifically streaming anywhere for free. I couldn't find it. I just happen to have it on Vudu, which right now, by the way, Vudu has a very good deal. A huge collector's bundle of like 8 Friday the 13th movies for $14. Yeah, that's a pretty good freaking deal. So I went and bought that. And also, if you want to like rent this off of Amazon, it's only like $2.99. Pretty sure it's like similar off the other streaming sites if you want to rent it pretty cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started right here. And it has begun. All right, there's a New Line Cinema logo. And now the Paramount logo. I do like the fact that they turned everything a nice red ambient look. You know, blood, guts, gore, all that fun stuff. And and we have the Platinum Dunes logo. I think this is the last logo. But if you are joining us, we are just starting. I'm at 45, 46, 47 seconds in, and it's still just logos. And then now letting us know that New Line Cinema and Paramount produced this. We know. We just saw the logos. Dear Lord. Here we go. Now it's starting June 13th. I forgot. I missed what year that was. June 13th, 1980. See, this is what I like about this in particular reboot of it is it kind of changes the mythology a little bit, but not too much. You know, this apparently is supposed to pick up after what the first movie was, but giving you a little introduction into their world. So, you know, obviously in the first movie, spoiler alert, Jason Voorhees was actually not in it. It was his mom who played Jason. And now in this movie, they give us this flashback to their version of the ending of that movie. So now we see his mom, you know, trying to chase down one of the camp counselors, blaming her for his death, all these things. And yeah. But there's some pretty interesting, what people call loopholes in this movie. And I don't think it's a loophole. I think it's been a loophole in the other Jason movies, but this one kind of fills that loophole up a little bit because we see Jason kind of show himself as a kid. You know, he had miraculously survived his drowning after his mom killed all these people, and now his mom's dead. So then they take this movie and they fast forward many years later, and that's when Jason, you know, and throughout time, he just fill in the blanks. Jason was this murderer throughout time. But in the previous movies, I don't know, the timeline was a little wonky. If you're just joining us, we are at 2 minutes and 40 seconds in to the 2009 reboot of Friday the 13th. Okay, see, yeah, she just found that locket that comes into play later. Or no, that was Jason who found the locket. I mean, yep, and that's how you create a serial killer. Kill for mother. So now we're present day, Lake Crystal, which I'm assuming present day is like 40 years later, 30 years later. Yes, and here is the classic pot smoking, sex having teenagers getting into some shenanigans in the woods. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having this cliche aspect to a movie. That's what made these movies famous to begin with, right? Right. All right, so now we're being introduced to this little storyline here. The real reason they're out here that apparently no one else knows. They're not looking for pot plants. It's kind of weird. They go through all this trouble to like take all their friends hiking and do all these things to go find these pot plants. Can't you just grow pot? I mean, I know it's illegal in most places, but I mean, or you could just go out and do an adventure and get all your friends murdered trying to find pot. I'm just saying, maybe growing your own should be a better idea. Ugh. Pabst Blue American Ribbon. I've never been a big fan of that beer. So I always forget, like, when I'm watching this, I always forget that this entire scene happens before the actual title sequence, which is crazy. I forget the exact number, but I think it's like almost 20 minutes before you actually see the title of the movie. Ah, yes, the campfire stories of Jason Voorhees. I knew a friend who went to Camp Crystal Lake. He was there. So we are at 7 minutes, 12, 13, 14 seconds. If you're just joining us, Friday the 13th, 2009 reboot. Why? Because it's my favorite. That's why. What's your favorite? Let me know. Let's duke it out. You know, actually, Derek Mears, the guy who plays Jason in this movie, does such an incredible freaking job. Like, he's like the best looking Jason. Like, his whole costume, just the way he's built. And let me see if I can find a picture of him. There he is. Yeah, there's Derek Mears right there. Yeah, there he is. Oh, I didn't know that. He also played Swamp Thing as well. Cool. I never really got into that, but I hear it was really good, and then they shut it off. But yes, Derek Mears. He's the one that plays Jason Voorhees. Big fan of this guy playing this character in this movie. I think he does a fantastic job. All right. Let me get myself situated here. So they totally did draw out this first part a little too long, I think, especially before introducing the title. I don't know. It's just like, we could have cut back some of this dialogue here. We're still not even actually to the actual story yet. This is all just telling you about Jason Voorhees. It's actually 2 scenes before the actual title sequence of the movie. Oh, here's your obligatory boob shot. God, this thing's like fake as fuck. So at first, I never really enjoyed this, this music that they played here, this classic rock song that they played. I was like, it just doesn't fit. But then I realized why they did it. It's obviously this guy's wearing headphones, but that's very important to his kill. So I think that's why they made this prominent here. That's why they show him singing the song, because when you discover his dead body, the headphones are very important. Oh, he found the pot. Good for him. Still think there's an easier way to find pot, but that's fine. This is probably not an uncommon thing, actually. I think I heard a podcast once about a guy like trying to find pot out in like Colorado, like in one of the fields in Colorado, ended up like being a witness to a murder or something like that. See, okay, there's Jason's introduction. Knapsack Jason, or burlap sack, whatever you want to call it. Burlap sack, knapsack. See, I like how they did that. I like how they give you like the burlap sack Jason in this movie. Like, I don't know. I think because obviously that's a callback to the sequel part, the original sequel. Um, Yeah, I think they did it well. We get to see him earn his mask in this film. Yes, we're in the area, lost in the woods. Let's walk into this random house that looks like if a murder were to happen, it would happen in this house. That seems legit. Classic ignorant fucking teenagers. I don't know. I say that and I insult them, but I'm not so sure that I wouldn't also investigate the house myself. If you're just joining us and you want to watch it with me, I am at 13 minutes or 14 minutes exactly. And still no title card at all. Longest opening sequence ever. I like that. She just discovered whistles, which is probably from the camp counselors' whistles that all the camp counselors he's killed over the years. There's the locket that Jason found at the beginning, so we know Jason's been here. I will have to admit, I kind of wish they got somebody who looked more like Jason's mom than this person that they're claiming looks like Jason's mom. I think pretty much the entire integrity of her storyline is the fact that she's supposed to look exactly like Jason's mom. And they show Jason's mom at the beginning. I don't see it. I mean, maybe in that like old ass picture in the locket, they might look similar, but who's gonna remember? I've seen this movie a dozen times. I don't remember what that picture looks like. What's up, Liberty? Thanks for tuning in. You watching? Friday the 13th, 2009 is what I'm watching right now. If you're not watching it, join it. Join us. I say us, but it's me. But then if you're watching it with me, it could be us. That's how it works. But yeah, I'm watching the 2009 version. I'm at 15 minutes and 46, 47, 48 seconds in. The the dumb teenagers are having sex in the tent right now. So, they're going to die soon. That's how these movies go. Ooh, yay, you're watching it. Score. Yeah. Yeah, they always put themselves in the worst predicaments. But then again, like I've told I've said many times, I keep making fun of these people, but I'm not so sure I would act any differently. I would walk into the house that looks like I shouldn't walk into. All right, so Jason is taunting them. This guy, he just said that line, I'm not going out there with a boner. I kind of want him to die, and I like the way he dies. Like it's a very epic kill. Oh shit! Which, by the way, I meant to do this, and I better start doing this now. I wanted to keep a log of like not how many kills because I know how many kills Jason actually makes in this movie, but I want to keep a log of how he kills these people. And I know there's 13 kills total because 13, Friday the 13th. I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah, they could have trimmed off a lot of fat in this opening scene. It's a lot of investment for almost like it has a very thin line of continuity into the rest of the story. And that's that one girl looks like Jason's mom. The rest is just there. Oh, there we go. So I forget how he killed him. Damn it. I already lost my thing. He cut off his ear. Ear massacre. So I think he just like straight up stabbed him. So I guess that would be a machete kill. I'll just put machete. So what you think, Liberty? Do you think he just killed him with the machete? Okay, I've always had problems with this right here. Number one, bear trap, ouch. But number two, the fact that she's hanging over this fire in this sleeping bag. We all know sleeping bags. Sleeping bags, unless that thing would just jump. It would just be in flames right now. She wouldn't be hanging. She wouldn't cook alive inside of this, I don't know, polyester vinyl sleeping bag. It would literally just melt on her body. Right. I don't buy it either. Doesn't make any sense. All right. So that was death by fire. I have to try to remember to write these down. I told myself I would. Now, I did make a little murder montage video I'm going to play later where I kind of collected all the kills and put them together. But you'll have to wait till the end of the movie for that. Or unless I need a pee break. And then I'll play that while I go use the restroom. All right, Liberty, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in. Seth Draven, my son. I've always enjoyed this film. I also haven't seen every 13th, but this one is cool. Better than the original, in my opinion. I don't disagree with you. I mean, again, it's my favorite out of all of them. But that's not a true, honest favorite. I've never seen the second one, which I just bought the entire bundle today. So I'll probably change that tonight after this. But yeah, the first one was a little slow, a little boring. I remember that one time you and I tried to watch it out by the fire, and number one, you got freaked out, but number two, it was just kind of like a snooze fest. All right, so what is this death? He's being pulled down into the floor. So death by floor. Okay. All right, and there's her roasted friend. Oh, that bear trap. Just that God, just to try to think of a bear trap, what that would actually feel like. It sounds it's pretty goddamn terrifying. Boom! Right in the head. Split right in the head, machete. Machete to the head. And the title sequence shows up finally. 23 minutes in. We finally get the title. And 1, 2, 3, 4 kills. 4 kills. There's only 13 total that Jason does. There's the one at the beginning, but Jason didn't kill his own mom. That one counselor did, but oh yeah, this guy. What is this guy's name? I forget his name. All right, let's see. What is his name? Trent Sultan. I'm gonna just type that name in. That's the character's name. I'm gonna type that name in because there's actually something really cool about that. Is it Sutton? All right. Well, they don't have anything on it here, but I will. Trent Sultan. Bear with me. I'm trying to find something. It's gonna be really cool when I do. Here we go. All right, I'll bring this up for you guys. All right, so one of the actors in this movie, uh, he's Travis something is his name, but the character's name is Trent Sutton. And Trent Sutton, and I'll blow this up actually, if I can. No, I can't. Trent Sutton is the character in this movie, but he's also the character. Like, you can't change the size, but he's also there. We go. But he also plays a character in Transformers by the same name. The same actor plays the same character in Transformers, Trent Sutton. So Trent Sutton, played by this actor, is in Transformers and in Friday the 13th. This is deliberate. This is Michael Bay through some streamlined thin continuity has managed to make Transformers and Friday the 13th in like canon to each other. They're in the same shared universe. I think that's a pretty fun fact that I don't think a lot of people know. And I stumbled on it by accident and I was about as giddy as a schoolgirl when I found out. But I think it's a pretty cool thing that our Friday the 13th movie is shared with the Transformers franchise. God, could you imagine that crossover? Now, the guy who plays this character, he was in Supernatural. That's what I've been told. I've never seen a single episode of Supernatural. And yes, I know I get a lot of shit for it. Just it's one of those shows. It's been on forever. Do I really want to invest that much time into binging it. That's a lot of fucking shows. Anyway, I hear he's really popular in that show. Is he? Yeah? No? Let me know. Comments below. Thank you. Okay, so his sister is the one that looks like Jason's mom, and Whitney was that girl at the beginning, who we looked like she was about to get killed, but she didn't somehow. Like it looked like Jason was like coming right for her. But that's kind of a spoiler alert. We're not there yet. So thank you. Thank you for my confirmation that I'm not alone in this world. So yes, that asshole that Megan Fox dated in Transformers, if you ever want to know what happened to him, watch this movie. And if you're joining us and you do want to watch this movie with us, we're at 29 minutes and 24, 25, 26 seconds. I like his shirt. It says fuck Christmas. Nice little Halloween, slasher shade to the Christmas genre. God, Trent is an unbelievable asshole. Like, unnecessarily so. Make yourself at home, except don't. Oh, this actor here. What is his name? Let's see here. Let's see if I can find him in the cast list here. View all. Yes, please. Okay, yeah. Aaron Wu. I'll bring his picture up here. Yeah, Aaron Wu right there. I thought it's pretty neat because he's actually in both this movie and the reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. He has a smaller role in Nightmare on Elm Street. He was the kid who got killed like on this live stream. Ooh, that's creepy. That's not, huh? Yeah. Anyway, he was doing a live stream and he got killed by Freddy because he kept falling asleep. He was like doing a blog, just documenting his that he couldn't sleep, that he had this man hunting him down in his dreams. We just want to be left alone. Now get off my lawn. There's a creepy old lady. But like the acting's a tad bit overdone. I don't understand what beer drinking game they're playing. I don't know what that was. He just opened a beer and it sprayed in his ear, and that was that. I guess no different than most drinking games, I guess. Stupid shit to get drunk. See, it feels like the movie slowed down after the title sequence. That is one criticism I have here, is that this film starts off so strongly, with this, before they even show the title card. Like, it's excellent kills, just bat to bat to bat to bat, from Jason, and then nothing, and it kind of just slows down for a while. There might even be some of the best kills. Well, I don't know. There's some pretty good ones coming up. Speaking of kills, a little foreshadowing here with the wood chipper. Oh, this dude's weird. Remember this creepy guy? What he says something here. It's so weird. I can't remember what it is though. I guess we'll find out in like 5 seconds. Hitting the start button on the whoop ass machine, boy. So this guy lives here, and he also found a shit ton of weed. Is Jason growing the weed? I think Jason might be growing the weed. That makes sense. Why do they focus around this weed pot farm so much if it doesn't have anything to do with anything? There's your M. Night Shyamalan twist ending. Jason is a very rich drug lord. If you're just joining me and you want to catch up, we are watching 2009 Friday the 13th, and we are 36 and 34, 5, 6 seconds in. What is that guy's problem? This whole interaction is really strange. Her hothead boyfriend, who is a major asshole, who almost got into a fight with this dude at the store for absolutely no reason. She doesn't seem to think he'll have any problem if she invites this stranger in, this strapping young lad. It's interesting. Again, I keep harping on Trent and the fact that he's, a parallel and shared between this universe and the Transformers universe, making them actually one universe. But I can't get over how much he actually looks like Tom Cruise and like sounds like him. Like he could play a young Tom Cruise. Like I can't not see that now. Yeah. Sorry. I don't understand. Okay, listen, I get it. Dude likes to lick at noon magazines and everything, but why would you lick the fucking magazine? What enjoyment would you get out of licking paper? I don't know. Maybe it's your thing. Do we have any paper lickers out there? Let me know what the deal is. Thanks. Oh yeah, this is the scene. This is where Jason gets his mask. Goodbye to the burlap sack, which I do like the burlap sack. I'm definitely going to watch Jason 2 after this. Not on the live stream, but like in my living room where I can sit back. But I've never seen the second Jason movie. Is it any good? Should I watch it after this? The cinematography in this scene, well, in the whole movie, but like specifically in this scene, is just so good. Like, especially like during the mask reveal when well, it's about to happen when after he kills this dude. Machete to the throat. Write that down. If you guys don't know, I'm keeping a list of how he kills these people. Oh yeah, right there it is. Just the reveal of that mask alone is the cinematography behind that is just absolutely stunning. And he walks up and looks in that broken mirror. Fucking beautiful. Perfect. See, it's these types of things that like I think are just very far and few between in the Friday the 13th series. Yes, we get it. Your sister's the responsible one. You're looking for her. You're wondering where she is. And now you're wasting time talking to this chick. You know, I don't think I've ever really noticed how much dialogue, pointless dialogue there is in this movie until I have no choice but to sit here and like commentate it. What? Frankie, you want to say hello? No, take off. All right. All right. Topless water skiing. Shoot the boot. God, Trent, you are a dick, dude. You know, if the tables were turned, Trent would have a fucking hissy fit if he didn't drink out of the boot, if he didn't shoot the boot. That is pretty fucking gross. So I don't know if I would actually drink beer out of my old nasty sneaker either, or somebody else's for that matter. But I probably also wouldn't say I would and play the game. So there's a difference between Trent and I. Oh, bail. He made the same noise I just did. Oh, arrow to the head. Here we go. Oh, write it down on my kill list. Arrow to the head. We're already at 6 kills. There's 13 total in this movie. So a little less than halfway there. Or a little bit more. Or less, whatever. I love this shot right here. Jason out there with the bow, just like hiding in the bushes, but not hiding, but hiding. See, he looks creepy as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. This, to me, is the best looking Jason out of all of them. Oh no, not another Friday the 13th. Yes, it's another Friday the 13th. Hi, mama. We're watching my favorite one, which is the 2009 reboot. Are you watching? No, you're not watching it. You're not watching it. Liberty said she was watching it with me, but then she, I guess she had to take off for a bit. She might be back. I don't know, but I like this. I like this is actually kind of interesting for me because I usually do these watch parties with other people. Let it be somebody else in the studio or virtually, and just the person I was going to do this with bailed out last minute. And I couldn't find anybody else. But like the show must go on, and I'm actually enjoying just doing this one-on-one stuff. Yeah, I know you're not watching it. Oh, here comes the through the through the deck hill. Oh, is she gonna live? He's walking away. Maybe she's safe. Oh, nope. Nice through the skull and a boob shot right before she falls and dies into the water. Nice. That's why this movie's the best one. That is such a fun little clip. I can't wait. Wait till the end of this movie. I made a little murder montage for you guys. So I'm assuming everyone who's like, if you're watching this with me, you've seen this movie before. This is an obvious spoiler discussion here. Um, but on let me try it again. When I first started watching this, I was thinking like, because now they're Clay and what's her name are in that Jason's house or Jason's mom's home, and it looks like it hasn't been lived in for a very long time. And I really was very curious, like, okay, so Jason doesn't live here, or he does, but it doesn't look like he does. And with the reveal that they have of how Jason's living situation is just like makes so much sense psychologically. See, I don't know why they're running right now. I mean, we know they should be scared, but they have no idea that they should be scared of whatever that twig that was broken. Like, why are they hiding? They don't know who Jason is. Well, yeah, no, they don't. Oh, but your dumbass left your little backpack out there, and now you know you're dealing with a murderer. Good job. I love those floodlights. It's kind of a callback to I think it's Jason Lives or the floodlights when they caught him at the beginning of the movie. They set up the situation and then they turned his floodlights on, and then the whole military just like shot him down. At least that's what I think those floodlights are a reference to. Yeah, you're right. They are. in the middle of the woods at night. But like, my point is there's like they said somebody's coming, quick hide. Like, I don't know if yeah, you make a point. You make a point. It just seemed very unnecessary. Like, I guess the way that they acted like they knew a serial killer was coming after them, as opposed to, oh no, the owner of the home is here. Let's hide behind these bushes. But no, like they acted like a serial killer was coming after them, but they don't know that a serial killer exists yet. I think that was my point. I'm pretty sure that was my point. Don't poke holes through my theories, man. All right, so that's Whitney. Whitney is being kept in the underground tunnels. And these underground tunnels is what I was talking about earlier. Like this little like tunnel system that Jason has come up with to like, it really explains one mystery of Jason. Like, when every Jason movie, when you see him and he's here and like you run quickly far away and you just see him walking and then he ends up like in front of you somehow, these tunnels make sense. He's built this underground system where he can pretty much cut anybody off anywhere. And it's fucking beautiful. Yeah, you know what they remind me of, Seth? Yeah, they remind me of when we went and saw Rambo, the very last Rambo movie that came out. Like, it just kind of they remind me of his little underground system that he had in that movie. Remember when he went all Home Alone on the sex trafficking cartel? Yeah. Yeah, R-rated Home Alone, exactly. Now this is really cool too. This is like the meat of why I love this movie. There he is sharpening his knife on this stone, and he's getting these flashbacks of his mom, like, because that's the same machete that killed his mom. And he's sitting there using and he's sharpening it. That's what he uses to kill everybody. And now he's just destroying everything, just throwing shit around all over the place. Like, this is a very deep psychological dive into Jason Voorhees. Like, we don't get that, not at all, in the other movies that I know of. If I'm missing something, and like there's a certain movie that kind of dives into it a little bit more, or just as in depth as this, let me know in the comments below, and I will watch that. Because that's one of the reasons why I love this movie so much, is explaining the unexplained. And Derek Sears does such a good job with his like physical acting. The when she says his name, Jason, it's the way he looks at her. Like, he literally has no lines, and he can't use facial expressions. That takes some major acting abilities. Derek Mears. I said Sears. Sorry. Derek Mears. I still to this day don't know why we haven't gotten a sequel to this movie. I think it's got a big enough fan base. They could totally do it. So Whitney being creative here took apart the little radio to produce a key for her lock. You know, and to be honest with you, I'd be shaking just as bad as she is. She's like, all right, she got it. She got it undone. All right, so now she's going to try to find her way through this tunnel maze. Oh, oops. Accidentally landed into a room full of dead people. That's just bad luck. And of all the rooms you had to run into, she don't give a fuck though. She's still walking through it. She says, "Screw this, I'm out of here." God, some of those bodies are fresh. I wonder how many bodies there are down there. I wonder what that kill count looks like. See, where did this tunnel lead her? She is at the house. Okay, that led to the house because I know there's another tunnel that leads to the school bus. All right, Whitney escaped. Awesome, good for her. I can't remember if Jason finds her again. I feel like he does. I don't know. And then these knuckleheads just getting drunk, watching this chick dance around. He said, "I have a better shot at fucking a penguin than that girl." Well, with that attitude, buddy, yeah, you do. Oh, geez, it had to be plural. What do you mean? Like the bodies? Oh, the sound that glass makes when it burns his lip. Like I feel that. I feel that burn. Well, maybe you shouldn't invite your friends over to party and drink if you think they're gonna party and drink, Trent. You little shit. Oh, I can't wait till you die. think it's funny. Both my mom and my son are in the comment section, but I don't know if they know that each other are in the comment section because they haven't said one word to each other. Oh, here we go. I like Will. I like his character. So there's a joke coming up here, and I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. Like at one in one aspect, I get it. It's clever, it's funny. And the other aspect, it's like low hanging fruit of like if you're gonna make a joke in a Jason movie. I'll bring it up when it actually happens here. But if you've seen this movie before, I think you know what I'm talking about. All right, and here we go for our, I think, second obligatory sex scene of the movie. I mean, they really honed in on that in this film for sure. But that's one of the many things that makes this movie great, is because it went back to the old school, just pot smoking, sex having, beer drinking teenagers, and them getting murdered for their sins. Oh man, this dude's really about to. Oh jeez. Taking a very close look into that clothes magazine. That was a stupid line. You mess with me because I'm high? Because it's not cool. I just got done smoking, okay? Like, all right. I'm supposed to feel bad for you. If you are joining us and you want to watch this movie with me, I am at the 1 hour, 7 minute, and 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. And to be more clear, they're having lots and lots of sex on the screen right now. Oh, speaking. All right, let me just bring my son into this chat here. I haven't seen the original Evil Dead, but this version of Friday the 13th and the Evil Dead reboot have always been hated films that I've always enjoyed. I always enjoyed Evil Dead more, but still, yes. And yeah, we should do a live watch party of Evil Dead. That movie rocks. I love Evil Dead, the remake. Now, the first one is good, but it's not. It's the reboot is what introduced me into the Evil Dead world. I didn't really pay attention to the Evil Dead movies until then. And then even on top of that, I was still like not interested in watching the older movies until I watched Ash versus Evil Dead. Then I was like, okay, I have to watch these movies. And I watched them and they're pretty darn good. But yeah, Seth, when it comes to like, your slasher, gore, murder montage worthy movies, like, yeah, The reboot of Evil Dead is like top tier. Right with this one, but people are so divisive over these movies, not because, in my opinion, that they're good or bad, because they're not the original, and that's why they don't like them. They don't like them because it's not the original movie. Okay, I, okay, it's one concept I'll never really understand when it comes to these films. If when they remake something, when they do a reboot, when they do a reimagining something, if you don't like it, it's okay. The old one still exists. You can go watch it at any time. You don't have to like hate on the other movie just because it's not your cup of tea. All right, so here comes that joke I was talking about. Are you looking for this? When he hands him the hockey stick, like a little bit of me is like, ha, all right, I get it, and then the other part of me is like, okay, that was a very low ball, like or low hanging fruit of a joke. Oh, this kill is brutal. Just like think about this. He's driving a screwdriver right through this trachea area. Oh no, is it here? Or is it up here? Where is it? Oh, it's like right here. Yeah, right in the throat. Oh, that's not an instant death. That's a very slow, painful death that he's going through right now. Choking on his own blood until that screwdriver reaches this, hopefully reaches the spine and the back of his head and just kills him instantly. Oh, just to know that you're dying that way right now, you know that's going to happen. And it's very painful. Jesus. That was a good one, though. That was brutal to watch. All right. And they're still having sex. Okay. Boy, Trey, you're not worried about ruining your parents' bed. That's a first. Oh man, that's kind of that's a very like psychological thriller moment there, where his current girlfriend. What? No, was that his current girlfriend? No, no, that wasn't his girl. That was Whitney, dude's sister. Walks up, sees these two having sex. She's at a glass window, goes to like knock on the window. Boom, Jason takes her back. She's back in the hands of this maniac. Now, my question is, what happens now? So he just took Whitney like 5 seconds ago from the window, but now the power's out. Where did Whitney go? Because I know I've seen this before. The cops come back, like Jason starts doing some adding up his body count here. So what the hell did you do with Whitney? There has to be like one of those tunnel openings there. There has to be, which is another reason why I love Jason's tunnel network under in this movie. He's gonna go out there and save his boy with his using a walk as a shield. That's very Captain America of you. Now this kill, see these kills are so good in this movie. But this one's especially cringeworthy because he leaves him there as bait. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but yeah, he's looking for Chewie right now. Dude, just got the screwdriver through the throat. If you're just joining us and you want to watch this film, or at least the rest of it with me, because we're a little over halfway done, but you can tune in. 2009, Friday the 13th. We are 1 hour, 58, 59, 14 minutes in. So maybe I said that time wrong. 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 8, 9, 10 seconds. There we go. Jeez. See, like moments like this, when I was talking about the cinematography earlier, these organic explanations of recreating these classic horror moments, like the flashing lights, instead of doing, the easy to go, like, oh, it's going to be a thunderstorm. That's where we're going to get our flashing lights. No, this is like the light. Yeah. The fluorescent light, just like hanging from the ceiling and just like, blinking on and off. It gives off that creepy ambient vibe that these classic 80 horror movies all had. So I think it's a very creative new way to do it. And new is very, well, 2009, not so new, but newer way to do it. Nope, he's not in a meat freezer. There he is. And there's Jason. Ooh, dude, I never noticed that before. Jason grabbed or went to grab him and he dodged him. He got away. Oh, and he just stabbed him. Dude, this motherfucker ain't messing around. He is taking Jason, like he's giving him a run for his money here. But Jason ultimately goes for the kill count. He wants to add up that body count. Here we go. Here it is. Oh man. Jason doing axe throwing before axe throwing was cool. And then he leaves him out there like bait to get these guys to go out there and save him. He doesn't even kill him yet. The dude's just out there screaming, begging for help. That's amazing. Oh, axe. I haven't been writing this shit down. Axe. Screwdriver. All right. If you don't know what I'm doing, I'm keeping account of how Jason kills these people. What different tools he uses in this movie. Okay, he finally killed the dude. Picked him up, threw him down the ground so the axe went through his back and ultimately through his entire body. But now he's on the house. Is there a tunnel to the roof of the house? That doesn't even make sense. Suspension of disbelief. These are things you have to have with movies like this. That's a cool shot, though. When Jason was standing on top of the roof, and the camera pans under the roof, and you just see Jason with this like midnight blue backlighting behind him. Yeah, right. Me too, man. Because it's slow and painful. Like you could hear it digging through all like busting through all the veins and like teeny tiny bones that are in your throat. It's a very I have to say the kills in this movie are very painful and they have longevity to them. Like it takes a while for a lot of these people to die, except for that first kill, the guy with the headphones. I think he's the one who probably got it the easiest. And I know, dude, I can't wait to see Trent die. That guy, he deserves what he gets. That was a weird, kind of cool fake out, like false scare, but it wasn't a false scare. She opens up the curtains and you expect, like, you know it's going to be a false scare. So she opens up the curtain, but Jason's not there. He's actually right behind her, but they present it in such a way that it kind of makes the false scare false. Is that, or the jump scare? Like it was a jump scare fake out. If that makes any sense. All right, antler hang wall hanger. That's another kill. Antler hang. We'll just put it. That's that. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 4 more kills left in this movie. The police have finally showed up. Crystal Lake Police, obviously known for their incredible abilities to track down serial killers. Not. That's another thing I like in this movie. That sound. It's just, it doesn't sound organic. It doesn't sound like somebody coming up, and I like the new flair they put on it. Oh, what is that? What do you use? Oh, fire poker in the eye. Oh, geez. All right, let's add that to the items used to kill people. Fire poker to eye. Don't give Trent the gun. Don't get. He's gonna waste all the bullets. There he goes. Yeah, just shoot, shoot, shoot. Trigger happy, scared little bitch. You know, Seth, I was debating on doing a Jason X watch party tonight. I really was. It was a toss up between this one and Jason X, but I wanted to get this one out because I love this movie. But dude, it's Halloween season. It's like it started now. It's now. It has now started. Friday the 13th in August will now kick off an early Halloween season here at the Cade House. We can do a Jason X live watch party. I'm down. I still got to get Durbin on here. He's never seen Nightmare on Elm Street 3. What the frig? Sorry, Trent just screamed like a little bitch. I enjoyed it. Yes, fire poker in the eye. That's well, but that's a pretty quick death. It is one of the quicker ones. Because like in the eye, it goes straight to the brain, you're dead, you just fall. Or don't fall since he's a new door decoration now, but yeah, Trent, yell at your gun. That's a good idea. And Trent almost just got ran over by a truck. As much as I would have enjoyed seeing that, his death should be a lot worse. I always thought what this guy in this truck was thinking when all this shit was going down behind him. So here's Trent. Okay, I'm going to questionably walk up to this truck. I don't know who's in it, but he might help me. Did he find his gun again? Say something. All right. So Trent just got a machete through the back, and now it's like he's like lifting him up on it. Oh. So now all of his guts and junk is falling out all over the pavement. And then he tosses him onto the back of like that tow truck cross thing. So now he's being drug away, still alive, because he keeps looking up and he's all wobbling around. What was that? Death by tow truck? Is that what that is? Is that tow truck death? I'll put it as tow truck, because that's just funnier. Tow truck death. And we're assuming he's dead because we actually don't actually see him die, but you know his guts are still on the pavement, so I think it's safe to say he's dead. Yes, they are. I agree with that, sir. I don't know. The ones in Evil Dead are pretty good too. We're gonna have to put that on our Halloween list. The Evil Dead reboot. All right, we're an hour and 26 minutes in. Got less than 20 minutes left. This movie went by pretty quickly. They're back. I think they're back at the house now. So he doesn't know his sister got away. We just assume that there was a tunnel opening at Trent's house where Jason captured Whitney again. So yeah, she's back in her. Yeah, there she is. She's back in her spot that we saw her in before in the tunnels. Ooh, but they can hear her screaming here. So they can. So the house. This must be like the basement to the house, and then Jason built the tunnels from the basement. That's my guess here. Evil Dead reboot is still one of my favorite horror movies. It's better than people give it credit for. Give credit for sure. That would be a fun watch party. That'd be a fun watch party with like a huge gang of people, like four, like minimum of 3, maximum of like 6 people, like to sit and watch that movie with. All right, they're just traveling through the. Oh, do I want to be famous? Want to be famous by followers, primes, and viewers on Big Fellas. I don't know if famous people buy people to watch them. Thanks, but no thanks, whoever you fucking bot. Oh, I guess I never really remembered that part before. I've seen this movie a ton of times, but I remember seeing it now, but I always forget about it, that he has to hammer the chain off her arm, and he's scared to death of hitting her hand, and she just does not care. She's like, "Take my hand off. I don't care. Get me out of here." No, we're not gonna show you. Yes, run, Jason. No need for that zombie walking bullshit. Oh, oh, oh no, not her. Man. That's a machete kill. I already have machete kill written down, so I can't really add that to the creative tools he uses. It's a nice little firewall. That should hold him back for a moment. All right, so this tunnel leads to a toppled over bus. I'd love to hear the story of how that bus got toppled over. That seems like it would be a fun prequel of this series. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like this shot right here alone, just still, the cinematography in this movie is fucking on point. I'm gonna look up who the cinematographer is for this movie because he fucking killing it. I need to give him some credit here. Daniel C. Pearl. That's who did the cinematography for this movie. Here, actually, I'll bring him up so you guys can see there. Yeah, Daniel C. Pearl. All right, good for him. He did a good job. Like a really good job. Um, wish we got more Friday the 13th movies. Reason why we haven't gotten any due to legal stuff, but hopefully one day soon they can resolve and make more movies. Is that what's going on? Like, I think I vaguely know something about that, or maybe just have heard it maybe through you, actually. can you go into a little bit more detail in the comment, like what the legal stuff is, what exactly, like in a nutshell, what that issue is? Because I'm pretty curious about it. Oh yeah, we're right here at the end, aren't we? That's a quick 20 minutes. I will say, for the most part, this like battle between, I think his name is Clay and Jason, is a little anticlimactic, but then it explodes like suddenly when he gets the one up on Jason, wrapping that chain around his neck that leads into the wood chipper. That Yeah, so like you got this like little mundane fight, and then all of a sudden the tables turn. But again, a little ahead of myself because right now Clay's face is in the chipper, about to get sawed off unless somebody helps him soon. Note to self: Jason's trigger word is his own name. See, a lot of people, not a lot, I don't know, some people complained about, you know, how Derek Mears like how his body, like how his neck was like too big for the mask or something. No, this he looks fucking phenomenal. Like, yeah, the mask looks a little small because of his physique, but that adds to like this Jason Voorhees deformity that he's supposed to have. I think it's a very, I think it fits perfectly. All right, so he all right, so he threw the wood. He threw the. Did he wait? Yeah, he threw the chain into the wood chipper. Put the chain around Jason's neck. Now that wood chipper's like just spooling in the chain. Jason's trying to fight it. He's no match for this machinery. Where's that old dude that lives on this property with the shotgun? Where's his old ass at? All this shit going on in his barn. Oh man, Whitney gets the final blow into Jason's chest with his own machete that also killed his mother. And I love this. Jason's just kind of stuck in this spot. Like he's not in the wood chipper, but like just the tip of his head is. So like the tip of his head just keeps getting. Oh, it's brutal. I mean, not as brutal as actually being pushed into a wood chipper, but it seems very painful. Now we look back into the past of all the death and destruction that in the wake of Jason, or in the wake of all these dumbass teenagers coming out in the middle of nowhere, partying their ass off for no good reason, having sex, sinning. You know, the headboard to Jason's bed looks pretty damn new. It doesn't look as old and rotten as everything else. So, number 2 questions here. They're on the dock where they're going to put Jason's body into the water. I get it. They need to do that because that's Jason mythology right there. 101. Jason always ends up back in the water. Couple things I don't get here. He kicks the mask in. It goes down. She throws the locket in. It goes down. And again, beautiful cinematography with these shots. But why are they doing it? Like, what is their purpose of doing it? They never really explain that or how they did it. Because he's got to weigh like fucking 350 pounds. Like, why wouldn't they just like run? Like, why would you want to like, oh, of course, right here. He pops out of the fucking dock. Now, I don't know if that's a kill or not. I don't know if Whitney died or not. I thought she died at the beginning of the movie, but she didn't. So, well, that's that. Well, there's that. There's the end of that movie. Seth, you say original writers and directors have been fighting for the rights for years, since 2017. I just read, though, that the legal battle has been resolved and it's very close to it. Well, good. Hopefully we can get a sequel to this movie because this movie rocks. Thank you for clarifying that, Seth. So I appreciate everyone who joined me for today. Don't leave yet. Don't click off as I'm saying my goodbyes, because I have one more special treat for you, and I'm going to leave you on this special treat. That's once this is done, it's done. It's about 1.5 minutes long, but this is my murder montage, a countdown of all the kills put together in this movie just for you. I appreciate you tuning in, everybody. As always, stay trigger happy, my friends. Peace.